What's happening, gamers? It's K-Mega405 live from the 405, where I'm just your regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamers. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Be so kind to hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, and hit the invisible like. I did it because I do see it. Anyway, man, let's get on to this video. I've been looking at everything from afar. I always do that. I kind of wait and bring out videos maybe a couple of days later, because I kind of want to see the temperature in the room, and then also see if these stories are true, if there's any new outcomes or anything like that coming down the line. But when it comes to this discless Xbox One S, there's a lot of people that have a lot of opinions, and I will definitely give my opinion here a little bit later. But for anybody that hasn't heard about this, to give you a little bit of information. Now, this console is supposed to be cost effective, or I should say cost friendly, and for customers who hasn't really wanted to pull the trigger on paying over $200. As they rumored to where this thing could be anywhere at $200 or even at $100. Also, the one thing that isn't a rumor, that Xbox is going to start a program for people that has physical discs. If you decided that you wanted to get this or anything else in the future and want to just go digital, you can take your physical games to a Microsoft store and get digital codes, and then you can have your games put on there digitally that way. Also, there's other rumors of saying the reason why they want to take away some of the features and the disk drive is where they can have this to be a 1080p machine. Now, of course, like I said, don't know if this is true or not, but it would make a lot of sense, because a lot of people have been wondering, what about this whole existence about the Xbox One S? Once the X gets down lower in price, plus you also have this X Cloud that's supposed to be coming down, and it's supposed to be 1080p. And let's not forget that in 2020 it's supposed to be the Scarlet to drop as well. So the One S has to have some kind of place in this ecosystem that Microsoft is trying to have, especially when they're combining, Windows 10. They're supposed to be restructuring that whole Windows Store, doing all of this. So if they want to try to go after the market in a different way by just oversaturating the market with as many Xboxes and giving the opportunity to have an Xbox in the home, so they could have software and also help promote Game Pass. Because if you look at it from this standpoint, if they have Game Pass, like they keep promoting it, and they have another deal around E3 or whenever this release, and say that you can get Game Pass for $1, this thing is $100 to $200. Let's just say $100 to $150, and you got a $1 Game Pass promotion. That's a no-brainer, because you have well over 100 games that's going to be available, plus the new Xbox exclusive. You'll have Crackdown available, and then whatever else that's out at that particular time that will be released on it. And it just brings just a different approach to their business, and how they want to try to pull in their customers. Another thing about this is where I'm going to give my opinion is, I'm listening to a lot of gamers out there, and like I said, nobody's wrong, nobody's right on this, because it's all opinionated. But I do have to say this, is that when it comes to innovation in video games, especially with hardware, there are so many people that's hell-bent on just keeping things the same. I mean, you can go to any store, anywhere. Go online, look at any different type of product. There's different and new things. There could be the same thing, but they can have all different types of things. Like, you can go and look for an appliance, and you can go and find you have the option of getting the most standard, or you can get the biggest, best, while all the bells and whistles, just like with cars, anything. So why is it that when people think that, well, this is taken away from the gamer, this is too much, and this isn't for me? Well, that might be true. It might not be for you. You might not have a great online service, but because of your situation and you not having a good online service, why would you want Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo to not push the envelope for the people that do have online service? As long as these companies doesn't go to the point to where they want to just take something from you. If they want to give you more, I don't see a problem with that. And if we wasn't given more, then we wouldn't have PlayStation. I mean, we wouldn't have DVDs to where we wouldn't have these Blu-rays drivers and all this other stuff and all these other innovations that we have if it wasn't for these companies pushing the envelope. This is just the progression of just gaming going to a place that's great, in my opinion. I don't see how this is a big problem. Another thing that I hear what the people say that complain about digital is that, well, you don't own your property once they have you, once you keep having games digital. Let me just make this point. Hopefully this will hit home. Okay, let's say that you have a physical copy of Fortnite, NBA 2K, Madden, just Battlefield 5, whatever. Is when they shut down those servers on that game, is that game going to still be worth anything? Especially like a game, like let's just say Overwatch. You got the physical copy of Overwatch. Just because you own that disc, when they shut those servers down, is it going to matter? I mean, that's the whole point about, like, look, we're in a digital age as it is. There's laptops that doesn't have hard drives, and you don't hear people just say you have different type of SKUs. As long as Microsoft doesn't go away from bringing you all the options, that's when they stop bringing the options because they're trying to go this certain way because of trying to be cost effective, things like that. I get that. But to keep saying that you lose your property because you don't buy physical and it's buying digital, look, if they just flip a switch on something and somebody gets bought out, I mean, look, single player games, look at Telltale. They just shut everything down. So look, it's there's always consequences, but I mean, it's just no different than when people were saying this about music and how music was going digital. And you see people that's streaming and doing all these things. They didn't think that Netflix was going to be anything. You know what I'm saying? And Blockbuster had an opportunity to buy Netflix, and now look at it. Blockbuster's, is the dinosaur. So all I'm saying is that, look, let innovation be innovation. As long as there's more options, I don't see there's anything wrong with this. And I think that the approach that what Microsoft is trying to do is trying to reach as many homes as possible, which that's what it's all about at the end of the day, is that these guys want to have their product out there in all types of homes. But I'd like to hear your thoughts about everything. Everybody have a good one. Peace.